What's good, folks? Right now I'm out here in West Columbia, South Carolina, and I am at this abandoned KJ's Market. The light kind of messed me up there, but this abandoned KJ's Market also used to be a buy low, clearly a buy low in a former life. If you've ever been familiar with buy low, it was a chain of grocery stores in the southeastern U.S. Under the parent company Southeastern Grocers. Headquartered out of Jacksonville, Florida. Buy Low was a chain of stores that was, like I said, a lot of them were in South Carolina, North Carolina, as well as Florida, and I think a few in Georgia as well. But that Buy Low was shut down in 2017 or 18, I believe, or 19, one of those years, for underperforming business. And it's Southeastern Grocers is the parent company of other grocery chains such as Winn Dixie, a few others. Buy Low is one of the ones that was performing poorly, so they just shut the entire chain down. In the Carolinas, a lot of them were sold to Food Lions, so a lot of stores became Food Lions. This one was sold to KJ's Market, I believe. Either that or the lease was purchased by KJ's Market. So this one's abandoned here. I saw this right off of a main road out here. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but yeah, figured I'm going to check this one out. So let's go. And over there also, I know you guys can't really see it that well, but that Kimbrelli's used to be a greenhouse Kroger back in the day. Some interesting retail history. Yeah, a lot of people freaking stopping out here to watch, I guess. I don't really know what the deal is with that, but I'm going to check this place out. Lights on, security lights pretty much. I've never filmed an abandoned KJ's Market. I've filmed like one or two Buy Low stores. I'm going to scurry across this parking lot really quick before this guy hits me. But yeah, abandoned KJ's Market. Haven't filmed one of these, like I said. Wow, is that back wall moldy as heck. If we zoom in past the welcome neighbor, look at that crap, man. Isn't that look delightful? Holy crap. Wow. I didn't expect for that to be what we see. Wow, that's bad. Now, I don't know if that's just because like there was like a bunch of freezers and things over there, and once they removed it, you know, that got shown to the public, but presumably that's been there for a long time. Holy moldy. You can see your welcome neighbor. Well, nobody's welcome anymore. I've never seen one of these buildings just empty and gutted like this, and I've wanted to film one. There's been a few that have crossed my path over the years, but I never had the chance to film it as we try to get out of the way of the automatic door sign. Yeah, I've had a few opportunities, but those never really came to pass. One of them that was in North Charleston that became kind of like a little base for like Charleston County School District. Another one became like the Dorchester Police Office or something like that. And another one that I was going to film became a Food Lion. So my chances of these being abandoned haven't really aligned with me being able to film them. So until now, dude, wow. I don't know if you can see it through this view, but look at the freaking walls, man. I know the glare is kind of bad, but look, there's holes in the counters and in the walls. Look at this right in the middle of your screen. That is mold that is kind of, I guess, eroded at the wall. Wow, that is bad. And there's some more kind of concrete exposed there. I don't know what was over there, what would have been over there. I know that some of these had flower sections in them. I don't think all of them did. A few of them did. I've been to one or two that was like that. But man, this place is terrible. This place got bad really fast. So you can see where the little sign says store closed as of July 8th of 2025. So this place closed as of the date of this being filmed about what, roughly 3 months ago? So this wasn't even all that long ago, really. 3 months old is this closure, and it's in horrible. Look at that. a ceiling tile falling from the ceiling. You can see there's some empty holes in the ceiling there from other ceiling tiles falling down. So it sounds like this place was in bad shape before this closed. Yep, here's another one. Store closed as of July 8th. Thanks for shopping with us. So there is a KJ St. Andrews Road. So my mistake, I guess they didn't file for bankruptcy, but I've seen a few of these KJ's markets close. I'm not sure why this one did. Food grade rating of A. Are we sure about that? KJ's Market, Monday to Sunday, 7 to 10. Are we sure about that food grade A rating? Because based off of these conditions, man, this looks terrible. And your restrooms would have been right behind where that welcome neighbor sign is to the left of your screen. I'm not sure what would have been on all of these. I think it would have been like sale advertisements on these like little black panels there. I've had to use graphics for these in retail before, so looks like that's what these would have been for. These windows are totally blacked out, so there's nothing you can see in them. Presumably they might have been offices or something like that. But wow, is this place bad. Not sure what this random gate is doing. I don't know if this would have been like a closed off part for maybe shopping carts or something like that. It's already got some graffiti on it. I said I wasn't going to walk around the back, but I don't really think we're off of a main road. I think we'll be fine. I said I was going to drive around the back, but I think we'll be alright. There's a Planet Fitness over there and what looks like it would have been another main anchor store. Not sure what that would have been, but... And wow, you can tell the musty... excuse my voice. The musty air out here, you can really get like a nice quality smell of. I say that sarcastically, but yeah, you can really tell this place, for being closed for... Wow, that's bad. For being closed for only 3 months. Like I said, the conditions in there were absolutely awful. I mean, I've seen worse, but that's not really, it's not really very promising. I guess this is a Walmart over here. Yep, I saw it on the maps. I wasn't sure where it was. Walmart Supercenter. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Not. I guess this would have been a loading dock here. And then they would have had your compactor right here. Man, that smell is terrible. That might be coming from the building, to be honest. Like I said, this was a grocery store, so maybe some things had got left behind. Man, that's bad. But this is the rear of the Bilo and other buildings. So maybe that was a loading dock of its own, because here's the main one. This is what I'm used to seeing here. Only had one. And this is the back of it. HVAC's still running in there. I can hear the system on the roof going strong. So they're, I mean, from the looks of how it is in there, they need it. But yeah, man, quick work of this place. Not really too long of a video. I just figured that before I head back home, I would at least get one video out here. I saw another abandoned building, a Shoney's restaurant, but I just don't have the time to go back there, and it's all boarded up. So if I have the chance to go by there again at some point, I'll film it. But otherwise, I don't really want to go back that way. And it's nighttime anyway. Can't really see that well inside of there. So I just figured I would forgo that one for now. But yep, West Columbia. I really wanted to find a nice big box store I could film. Haven't filmed a big box store in a minute here, so figured that would be a nice addition. Sorry about my voice going in and out there. If at the time of this video being filmed, it's like October of 2025, so I did film a Super Target a few months ago that was halfway abandoned. That video went up recently, so if you haven't seen that one, you can check that one out. But as you can see, this plaza is a pretty busy one still, even though this anchor is gone. They've got like a Hobby Lobby, a Mardell, kind of Christian bookstore down there. There's a place in the middle that I think is operating. Their sign is just gone. And then Sally Beauty, Dollar Tree on this side here. So pretty active plaza. This place still does pretty well for itself, I would presume. And honestly, if you take a look at this like kind of main building over here, I really thought that back in the day maybe this could have been a department store of some kind. The Hobby Lobby, the Mardell, and this building here, I'm not sure what that business is, but I looked on Google Maps going all the way back to 2008, and that was a Hobby Lobby. So I'm not entirely sure what it might have been before. My best guess would probably be a Walmart. Maybe it was a Walmart, and then they moved to the Supercenter that's right next to this place, because I don't really see it being much else. I did look it up, and I thought maybe it could have been a Kmart, but it was hard to find anything that this could have been. So take a look in here one last time. See the beautiful condition that this place is in. Obviously, being sarcastic, you can see this place is in some terrible shape. I mean, you got holes in the wall. Man, that's bad. This place is probably gonna need some pretty serious TLC. I mean, like I said, I've seen worse. The Kmart that I did down in Conway was pretty bad. It's way worse than this, honestly. I mean, that place was dripping water on the inside. This place at least looks to be in pretty decent shape. I'm not gonna look through here again. We'll look through this window and get out of here. But KJ's Market, as you can see, doors dead bolted shut. I'm not gonna try to get in there anyway. This is a busy roadway and probably wouldn't make it very far. But yep, KJ's Market / Buy Low. I was a fan of Buy Low. You know, it just, these facades for these Buy Lows were all pretty much like this. Most of them looked like how the outside of this building looked, and it was just so iconic of a Buy Low. And I was sad when Buy Low went out of business, man. The whole company went out, and slowly but surely they had started to close stores, and then once the bankruptcy filing hit, that was the end for it. Food Lion bought out a lot of their stores, as did a few others in their respective areas. But man, look at this back here. I don't think we got this one the first time I looked over here. I don't know if that says Christmas something. It's something Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Yeah, that doesn't look anything like Christmas. Thank you very much. Ceiling tile falling down. I wanted to come back over this way because I thought there might have been some KJ's Market carts over here, but I'm not entirely sure what those are. I think they're to the other. I think they're Dollar Tree carts. You can see back here where the deli was. I didn't even come on this side, so I believe this is where the deli / bakery would have been. Your restrooms would have been right to the left here, and this part of the building looks to be in better shape than the rest of it. But the shot I'm about to give you is probably going to be the best one of all that we can see. Nice wood floors there. But yep, boom, look at that. You can see right in there into all of the moldiness that lies before you. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Security lights are on, obviously. Looks like there's something actually, looks like there's some bugs flying around in there. Floor is pretty dirty. Building's in pretty rough shape. I don't know how you could have hidden that when the store was open. I mean, maybe they had like refrigerators, freezers, or coolers or something in there to hide that, but that looks awful. I mean, I don't really know how you could have hidden that, to be honest with you, but that's this place. Like I said, the Kimberleys, you can't really see it because it's nighttime, but that was a greenhouse Kroger. Looks like a typical greenhouse Kroger would look. But this was KJ's Market / Buy Low, typical facade of a Buy Low. And going back on Google Maps, you can see when this was a Buy Low, about 2015, 16, 17. It was all a Buy Low. It had the iconic Buy Low lettering that was in red, and then the facade of this was that like burgundy, burnt orange kind of color. Obviously with KJ's Market, they painted over it and stuff like that. But that's a wrap. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you guys a part of the Z-Man family. be sure to make the best of your every moment. And until I see you all in the next video, take care of yourselves out there. And I'll see you all later from this old abandoned KJ's Market / Buy Low out here in West Columbia. See you all later. Peace.
Kid you.